How's everybody doing? Sorry about that. I was checking my emails. There we go. How's everybody doing today? We are going to talk about some crazy shit today. I'm going to say hi to everybody, and then we're just going to get into it. Hey, I do have an update. There was a delay on shipping, so it'll be probably early next week, Monday, either Friday or Monday, for No More Beauty to be sold from Tiger Fitness. So for those of you that abroad that are waiting for it to sell from there, it'll be Friday or Monday. My apologies. We are getting a re-up at Ambrosia headquarters, so we still have some in stock, thankfully. Next month we will have a lot more in stock, although the demand is already looking much higher, and we have a few distributors looking at it, so it might go quickly too. So I do still suggest you get a month or two at a time. By September, October, by late September or October, we ought to be good to go with staying in stock no matter how much people are ordering. So please do check that out. Thank you, everybody, for the support of No Morbidity. I'm going to make a video probably later on today, as I do have some time today, thankfully. But I'm probably going to make a video later on today about the massive amount, and I mean massive amount, of positive feedback we are getting about this supplement. So super happy. It is doing exactly what we were hoping it would do. I just wanted to thank everybody again for having the faith enough that, like, allowing me to talk through the ingredients and the science with you and making people understand how it's intended to be used, because it's intended to be used as a tool to gain control of your lifestyle back. I'm even going to pull myself up here. It's meant to be as a tool to get your lifestyle back. I have creatine all over my chest. I just took my daily creatine. And it's just one of these things where I really am very happy with the results we're seeing from people. It is meant to help people get healthier. We have a world to save. I say that as our catchphrase for the product No Morbidity and part of the Ambrosia Collective. But I really mean it. We have a world to save. We've gotten so fat. The decisions that have been made in the last decisions that have been made for the last 20 or 30 years, based off the food pyramid, how we treat children in schools, the foods we feed them, all that shit, that's been bad. All of it's been very, very bad. But the last 2.5 years have just been ridiculous. People have gotten so much fatter. And we cannot continue across this course. Many of you in this audience, the people that I really do truly respect, have made a change in your life, and we are trying to give you and you the tools to help you optimize those changes and make those changes permanent. And that is our goal. You know, I never set out with a goal of hurting people's feelings. I just happen to refuse to lie to people and refuse to not call bullshit when I see it. So when people get upset by it, I don't fucking care. I gotta be real. Like, maybe you should be upset. You know, I mean, because the thing is, if me stating a fact or a reality or things like gravity exist and shit like that, if that hurts your feelings, it should. Like, it should then. So maybe it should. You know, I had a video earlier today where people were talking about everybody's deserving of respect. No, they're not. Absolutely not. Not everybody. If you hurt yourself knowingly all the time, I can't respect that. I just cannot respect that. If you're trying to change, I'm there for you. But if you're just wallowing in it, I can't respect that. I'm just not gonna. And I don't think other people should. Frankly, I think that it hurts you even more if that's you. So we're gonna get to some ridiculousness that was said by CBS. It was pushed by CBS. I gotta say, I really think watching the video that the dude that said it was reading what they told him to read, and he was even like, fucking, that's stupid, you know? But I'm gonna say hi to everybody, and we're gonna get to it. Big Spoon Bear, what's up, motherfucker? Final 30, how you doing? That's me, by the way. Again, you can get No Morbidity. That's my podcast, by the way, Alan Roberts Uncensored. Check it out on Spotify. We're getting ready to upload a whole bunch of stuff, and we're gonna be uploading more often. My son got that work out. That's my son. That's mine and my son's project together. Is Alan Roberts Uncensored. I'm on. He doesn't like doing social media. Doesn't even like being on social media. I raised him well, but that is our project together. He is actually going to be helping out with booking people and everything like that. So very pleased about that. But You can get No Morbidity at the link there, or you can just get our book, Fuck Being Fat, Solving Weight Problems, One Throw Off Math, Willpower. That gives you a month of the app, the hunger management support group, live and pre-recorded yoga, hit stop training classes, everything like that. Or if you know your lifestyle is just fucked up, like even with No Morbidity, you just don't know how to build a healthier lifestyle. We have our coaching. We talk to people on a daily basis with weekly individualized video conferences. We literally help a person change their life, focused on satiation, satisfaction, appropriate fitness level activity, bit by bit by bit to a healthier version. So based on the life you already have. So please do check that out. Brian, how the fuck are you doing, man? I hope you're still doing great. Making it rain. Janet, how are you? Amazing Doom. Amazing Doom. It is raining. It's going to be raining here. So if I do sketch out, it's from the fucking, like the cable is fucking fucked up. I don't know. Sweet Pickles make you happy. How are you doing, everybody? Hello, Vexed, Genosaurus Rex, Savar, Maynor. How the fuck are you doing, man? What's going on? How you been? Matner. Savar Matner. I hope I pronounced that right. So, Christian Chaddock, how are you doing? Give me 1 second. One more second. Sorry, I was answering Mark. So, global warming causing everybody everything bad in our lives. Fucking ridiculous. So stupid. Michelle B, how are you doing? A siege up. Hey, everyone. Just a heads up. Got my No Morbidity yesterday and ordered on August 9th. Oh, so within 5 business days to Canada. Damn, that's awesome. Awesome. When Ellen mentioned this yesterday, I was like, really? Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, isn't it? Becoming a better me. Outstanding. Good. Hi, Kate Hart, how are you doing? Amelia, Cookies, Final 30, Doug B, Dory, how you doing? Chantel S, Jennifer, Sally Mack. You already got your nobility and ordered it the day it came out. That's a fucking stand-in. That's outstanding. Okay, so we got a lot of people here. A lot of people. So I did just want to read over this first. I think I have the video someplace. Give me a second. In fact, I think I got it on there. So, have the stream. There we go. Hide that currently. I like that. Ambrosia was quicker than Amazon. Give me a second. Mark's going to love that. Got your no yesterday. So everybody who's just starting off on it, make sure you hydrate really well and take it consistently at the same time of day. That's my biggest suggestion. We'll do more of the Q&A later, but I really did want to get to this. Let me see if they are connected to now source links. I wanted to hear the video. Let me see if I can find the video. Because the video is kind of interesting. All right. Fuck this. Anyway. So here we go. CBS study blames climate change for rising childhood obesity rates. And this is from the other fucking day. This was published yesterday, but they said it the day before. It was a little bit on CBS Mornings. CBS Mornings pushed a recent study connecting climate change, and the study is ridiculous. The study is just stupidness. Connecting climate change and hotter temperatures with childhood obesity rates In a ridiculed segment on Tuesday, co-host Nate Burleson introduced a study published in the journal Temperature that argued climate change, specifically warmer temperatures, is making our children more inactive and more obese. I'm going to read the whole thing before I give my. Fucking comments. Burleson. Can everybody hear me now? Can everybody hear me now? Okay, good. Fucking crazy, man. I don't even understand what the fuck's going on. Like if somebody asked, are our cables buried? They're not, and we get storms all the goddamn time. I'm working on getting a different company because fuck these people. Let me see here, and then I gotta go to share screen, Chrome tab, boom, boom. We're back with it. All right, here we go. So I'm reading the whole thing again. CBS Mornings published a recent study connecting climate change and hotter temperatures with childhood obesity rates in a ridiculed segment on Thursday. Co-host Nate Burleson introduced a study published in the Journal of Temperature and argued climate change, specifically warmer temperatures, is making our children more inactive and more obese. What if people think we did before fucking air conditioning and shit? Like, I don't even understand. Like, this is so ridiculously victim fucking enabling bullshit crap. Burleson said the study found that children were 30% less aerobically fit than their parents and claimed hotter temperatures were preventing kids from exercising outside. Let me tell you something, motherfuckers. It used to be 90, 100 degrees outside when I would go out and ride my bike for fucking miles and 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 miles to get to my friend's house. Then I would ride my bike back. The thing is, most of these children don't go out. And he did actually say that to Nate Burleson. Burleson, this is not against you or against him. Don't think that he did not create this. You could very clearly tell he was being given something to fucking say. And he even said he believed that technology had a lot to do with it. I think it's technology, the acceptance of obesity, the not seeing a problem with your kid being fucking round, the complete acceptance of abusing your child with food to the point where they get fat as fuck. Although the segment focused primarily on climate change, Burleson acknowledged that technology was a likely factor in the rise of childhood obesity cases. Good for him. Good for him. He probably got in fucking trouble for it. No shit. Now listen, it's been a lot hotter. No, it fucking hasn't. That's the thing. It has not been a lot hotter. The climate, we did not go up like the average is not like fucking soaring. That is ridiculous. I mean, they're like true climate change people aren't even fucking claiming this. But I got a fucking different thing to fucking say here in a second. Now, listen, it's been a lot hotter and weather has been crazy. Not really. It hasn't really been. But I think it also has to do with technology. You know, it's one of the things not to go. It's one of the things not to go outside. But these kids don't go outside because they can stay inside, be on their phones, play video games, and be social without having to go outside and be social. I completely agree with that. Several Twitter users, however, attacked this segment by emphasizing climate change as a factor in childhood obesity without recognizing coronavirus lockdowns. The lockdowns for children, I mean, they wouldn't let children play outside. They wouldn't let them go to fucking playgrounds. They wouldn't let them go to fucking school. They just sat them in front of a fucking computer, in front of a fucking TV. Like, we're not going to pretend. Somehow or another, this person comes up with this study and we're not going to acknowledge this. That's ridiculous all in of itself. Do you think it could be? Nah, couldn't be. Must be climate change. I mean, a bunch of people acknowledging Former Congressman Nan Hathaway tweeted, no, no, no. Many factors contribute to the children's lack of fitness, but climate change is not one of them. I mean, what the fuck? It is. It's complete propaganda. I mean, very clearly that the pandemic bullshit is falling the fuck apart because I fucking told you so. I was right. We all fucking know it. But now they're going to push the climate change because they have to terrify everybody. Look at this. There's a little fucking fight. Like, I mean, come on now. I mean, a study posted in the National Library of Medicine in July found that a significant weight increase was reported in the majority of subjects, especially those with pre-existing weight issues during the coronavirus lockdown. So people that were already fat or on their way to being fat as fuck, but they were already just kind of fat, chunky, and people that were already fat got the people that were chunky got fat, and the people that were already fat got fatter. So that's fucking crazy to me. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I will say this though. I will say this. We keep hearing about this, like, oh, climate change is doing this to people. Climate change is doing that to people. Anybody that tries to acknowledge climate change with me, because here's my thing. I'm going to be real because I always try to be real with you guys. Not my fucking problem, bro. Like, I mean, like, I literally drive, like, I do my part. I fucking eat local fucking food. The food I fucking eat travels like maybe fucking 50 to 100 miles, including most of them with the fucking beef I eat. And I eat a fucking shit ton of beef. We buy all Florida farmed vegetables. That is our fucking thing. We support Florida, the free state of Florida, period. That's what we fucking support. So I drive a fucking smart car, gets 40 miles to the fucking gallon around town. I don't want to hear shit. I do my part. So anything else, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to fucking impact my life. I'm still not fucking understanding how buying lithium-based battery cars is better for the environment when the fucking batteries need to be charged with fossil fuel energy, energy created from fossil fuel. And mining lithium is like one of the worst things you can do for the fucking environment ever. So fucking miss me with that shit. But I got to be real. For anybody, and I mean anybody, to be trying to have an argument with me about climate change that does not acknowledge that obesity is a major factor, would be considered a major factor. If we are to believe that we need to cut back on our carbon emissions, our greenhouse gas emissions, if we need to do our part, fat people need to unfucking fatten themselves. I mean, it's not even an argument. I don't even want to fucking hear anything about it. I mean, the fucking reality is, if you want to have a realistic, intellectually, honest conversation about the temperature of the planet or carbon emissions or the things that you're saying would lead to the increase of the temperature of the planet, which is carbon emissions. I mean, everybody knows this. They can try to pussyfoot around it. The fucking thing is, this is no shit, the average fat person, and this is data from 2018, but the average fat person puts out 20% more carbon emissions than the average lean person, than a person that is of their same height that is lean. That is just fucking true. Oh, hang on. Just a little fire for the treats, for the adorable, awesome sauce. Love your shirt. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, Nick. I appreciate you, motherfucker. Thank you. But reality, we cannot have a realistic, intellectually honest conversation about climate change pretty much basically at all, because it's kind of bullshit. But if you want to have a conversation about climate change, I'm going to start it every fucking time with the powers that be telling people to take personal responsibility for their consumption of goods and stuff like that. Because in reality, these people that are gorging themselves into ill health and into societal burden are also, like, that consumption, that overconsumption does put out more carbon. This is not debatable, okay? So if you want to say that you are for the planet and we got to do something about climate change, unless you're talking about people unfattening themselves, you can shut what I prefer to call the whole fuck up, because it's bullshit. Until people have realistic conversations about how consuming 3 times the amount of calories you likely need in a fucking day, or 2 times the amount of calories you likely need in a fucking day, until we talk about how that, not to mention the fucking concept that it takes more gas to haul your ass around because you're fatter, and the amount of the amount of consumption of chemicals from pharmaceuticals and all that shit. I mean, let's be real. They're the biggest consumers of everything per capita. So I don't want to hear any fucking thing about climate change until we actually talk about how obesity affects it. I will, and this is no shit. I will make this argument with anybody on any platform, public, live. You can fucking call me 5 minutes from now, and they can have me show up on nationwide television. I can link most of our country's issues to our obesity epidemic and how it is not being addressed by mainstream media, the healthcare industry, the pharmaceutical industry. All of these industries want you to keep consuming because that's where they make their fucking money. We are trying to pretend, literally trying to pretend, that it is not a factor in our healthcare system and how we got locked down in any of this bullshit. I got something to fucking show all of you motherfuckers. This is the fucking ridiculousness of this shit. Give me a second. So this, I'm going to show you. This is on my Facebook page. And StreamYard, remove. This was on my Facebook page from 2 years ago. Okay? So from 2 years ago, I stated two things. The words of Fauci translate to, we cannot risk opening the country due to the high U.S. percentage of obese people. These words by Dr. Fauci place blame for the dangers that are being done to the economy, loss of small businesses, many of our children being emotionally damaged from the changes to their lives and separation from their friends, increased suicides on the obese members of our population. Two, this man has been on the federal government. Level dealing with health of the people for 40 fucking years. How is there even an obesity epidemic? If anyone can show me where the government in any way in the last 20 years has addressed in any meaningful way the obesity epidemic, please link it below. Nobody was able to link it. But I want everybody to see what this actually fucking said. Oops, sorry. I had a fucking thing up. But during a live Instagram interview, Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, said that depending upon herd immunity to end the coronavirus epidemic would lead to an enormous, totally unacceptable number of deaths. I am going to argue whose acceptable number. Like, how is it? It's acceptable for me. If you've gluttoned yourself to a state of ill health to the point where a fucking cold virus is as dangerous for you as an elderly person, I'm fucking acceptable of it. I changed my fucking life. At this time, I had already started losing weight. I had already started to decide to downsize. I took control of my fucking life. That's how that shit fucking goes. But for other people to decide what is totally unacceptable and make it so we are fucking impacting other people's lives because they have some sort of arbitrary number. What's the fucking number? What's the number that's acceptable then? Can anybody come up with a number that they said this would have been an acceptable number of deaths? Because I've missed that shit. Like, I absolutely missed that shit. What number would have been acceptable? Because I don't really fucking think that in any way, like, it was fucking, like, anybody came up with an acceptable number of deaths. Fucking stupid shit. It's fucking all rhetoric and fear porn. Anyway, if anyone contracted COVID-19, even with relatively high percentage of people without symptoms, which was an enormous number of people without symptoms, that are asymptomatic and therefore couldn't spread the virus because asymptomatic spread was not a thing before we had the jibby jabs. A lot of people are going to die. Fauci, the nation's top infectious disease expert, who fucking decided that too? That doesn't, just because he runs that fucking organization does not mean he's the fucking top expert on top infectious diseases. That does not mean that, anyway. Told actor Matthew McConaughey on Thursday, yeah, because that's how this conversation should be had between him and Matthew McConaughey, citing pre-existing conditions that might make people more susceptible to severe coronavirus infections. You look at the United States of America, with our epidemic of obesity, as it were, with the number of people with hypertension, something that happens from obesity, with the number of people with diabetes, something that happens from obesity, 90%, both those things, by the way, 90% preventable by lifestyle mitigation and lifestyle responsibility. If everyone got infected, the death toll would be enormous and totally unacceptable. Frankly, acceptable to me. I know that may make me sound like a bad guy, but totally fucking acceptable to me. I'm sorry, but if fucking life happens, these are the people that have been passing away from this were the people that do the fucking dying. But I got to be real with you guys. If we're going to look at all the shit that's happened, including climate change, which is the new scary thing, I can relate it back to obesity. Anytime, anyway, I could defeat almost anybody that argues against it with the notes on my phone given 5 minutes notice so I can fucking maybe brush my teeth and show the fuck up on any debate stage. Any debate stage. For us not to be addressing the obesity epidemic in any meaningful way, but instead now we're going to blame the rate of childhood obesity on climate change. It's fucking ridiculous. We should be blaming climate change, if you want to believe in it. You should be blaming climate change on obesity. If we have half the population or more, and trust me, I believe it's more because I've been to Walmart recently. If you blame half the fucking, if you can see that half the population or more is obese, by 2018 numbers, we were clinically, viscerally obese in America, over 50%, as the average American male had a waist circumference that put them in visceral obesity, and the average American female also did, even by just waist circumference and waist to height ratio. If you want to take a look at that, the obesity and the overconsumption, the gluttonous overconsumption from it would be driving more carbon into the fucking atmosphere. That's to blame. Before we mitigate, like people like myself, Crystal, our family who does not fucking, we leave a pretty soft carbon footprint. We have a fucking smart car. We fucking shop local. We fucking shop local produce, all that shit. Why should our lives get impacted when other people are gluttoning themselves and putting more carbon out there? Like I like have them fix that shit. Hate to sound selfish, but fuck you. Same thing with the fucking lockdowns and all that shit. Hate to sound selfish, but that sounds like a you fucking problem. I'm not afraid of a fucking bad cold. My fucking immune system is fucking rock star. I'm probably in the top fucking 0.0001% of fucking health for my age bracket. I'm not concerned. And if I'm not concerned, even if I had a high chance, even if it was like almost 100% chance, if I caught this fucking virus, or I fucking did like anything like that, or I went out into the heat and fucking, climate change went up by 1 degree, and I'd be like, oh, I'm done because it's too fucking hot for me, even though I just got done working out for an hour in 100-degree fucking Florida heat and 100 fucking percent humidity. Even if it was dangerous to me, it's still my motherfucking decision. If you want to start impacting other people, if you want to start impacting people's lives, let's start with the people that are impacting society the most, that are most burdensome on society. And guess who the fuck that is? Obese people. Fucking ridiculous bullshit. Ridiculous. We're gonna get to some fucking get to some fucking Q&A a little early, but that's some bullshit to me. I mean, if we're wondering about a few things, by the way, if anybody wants to see where we're at with all this crazy bullshit, we can go right here. I have a study somewhere. Obviously, I have a study. I have studies linked for fucking everything, frankly, at this point. Give me one more second. Give me one more second. Here we go. Here we are. We've seen this before, but we're going to go to it again. Boom. All right. Oops. I don't know why that's working that way. There we go. Okay, so Compared with individuals of normal weight, researchers found that an individual with obesity produces an extra 81 kilograms per year of carbon dioxide emissions from a higher metabolism, an extra 593 kilograms per year of carbon dioxide emissions from greater food and drink consumption, and an extra 476 kilograms per year of carbon dioxide emissions from car and air transport. Overall, obesity is associated with approximately 20% greater greenhouse gas emissions when compared to people of a normal weight. I mean, 50% of the people in America are fat as fuck, producing 20% more than the other fucking people. So we're producing, that's 10% more. So if we could actually lower that down, do the math, we could reduce it by 5% if half the people in America that were fat as fuck unfattened themselves. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like people wonder why I get fucking frustrated, because it's fucking math and data and facts, and it's right there in front of us, and we want to fucking look past this shit. I mean, fucking crazy, ridiculous bullshit. Like these are the fucking same people that want that we want to make. Like, I'm sorry if you're fat as fuck right now and you want help. I have fucking coaching. I'll help you. Buy my book, Fuck Being Fat. Buy No Morbidity. We still have plenty for sale. Not plenty, but we still have some for sale at fucking. At Ambrosia, we got a little second fucking shipment in, and we have more coming in at Tiger Fitness too. Because the demand, like, luckily, like we just put some emergency orders in because we realized how big the fucking demand was. We're fucking ready to go, right? But let's be real. I mean, I'm trying to come up with all sorts of fucking things to help. Let's fucking fix this shit. I'll respect you if you fucking like. I'll respect you if you try to fix this shit. But obesity is objectively bad for the person's family, their social group, society in general. It's a complete burden on society. It's bad for the fucking planet. It's bad for the propagation of our fucking species. Like, so let's fix this shit. Let's stop bullshitting. Let's literally stop bullshitting with everybody. Where am I at in Florida? I'm in Southwest Florida. Fort Myers, Cape Coral area. I'm not going to give my exact location because people cray. And one of them would end up showing up at my door and end up with a fucking humongous hole in their chest. So, anyway. Tiffany Kelly, got my no more. You supposed to take it with the first meal of the day. I eat OMAD and late in the evening. Should I take it earlier? I haven't eaten yet today. Well, no, I did have a couple pieces of steak today, but I ate it. I had mine a little bit ago. I normally take mine right when I'm done working out or right when I'm done talking to you guys, depending on what I got going on. I planned on filming a lot of other videos right when I'm done talking to you guys, so I took mine a little earlier. Let's see. See the book, The Bodies of Others by Naomi Wolf. I don't know. Day one of nobody, and I can say I've never slept better. Out fucking standing. Great to fucking hear. They have been pumping oxidized aluminum into the atmosphere for years to control the weather, and it's now biting us. Possibly. I'm on day 3 of no morbidity, and normally on a workout day, I struggle with snacking, and I have not had the urge to snack at all today so far. That is out fucking standing. That's sadly believable. It is. It's sadly believable. They fucking put more carbon into the fucking atmosphere. It's fact. I mean, it drives me crazy. More than 50%. I'm quite sure that we are at 70% right now. Obesity is out of fucking control. It is out of fucking control. The problem is what people see, what they think the normal is not obese anymore. Like a 200-pound male, there's almost no male should have a 2 at the beginning of their fucking number for their weight. Almost no men. I weigh like 185 pounds. This is not tooting my own horn, but I'm 185 pounds. I'm kind of a fucking freak. I mean, like I'm a big dude. Like people see me and I'm a 5'9", 5'10" inch man, and I weigh 185 pounds. I wear a 50 regular jacket. I'm a big fucking dude. I rock like 17 to fucking 18-inch arms. I'm a big fucking guy. The average fucking dude who has 30 pounds less lean mass than me outweighs me by fucking 15 to 20 pounds. That's patheticness. You fat slobby fucks. Fix your shit. For real. It's not cute. You don't have a dad bod. You have a fucking pathetic bod. That's the fucking reality. Dad bods leads to fat as fuck. Fucking have some pride in yourself. Stop being a fucking pussy. For real. Over this shit. The average female weighs 170 pounds and has like a 38-inch waist at 5'3". That's fat as fuck. Fix yourself. We see, the problem is, even on my channel, we show a lot of Tess Holiday, we show a lot of Lizzo, who are fat as fuck. They're fat. They really are. They're fat as fuck. Like huge. Tess Holiday looks like she's about to fucking explode. She looks like the person that ate the Tess Holiday from like 6 years ago. For real. She's enormous. Imagine the fucking fuel economy that woman, it's basically like having a full car of people every time she gets in behind the driver's wheel. That's how fucking much more fuel she burns. Yet alone the massive amount of food that woman has to eat. Massive amount of food. But we talk about these people and they're like, oh yeah, that's fat. The average person is fat as fuck. The average person in America is fat. We need to fix this shit. It is bad for us. This is how the human race gets. This is how America falls. Fatness. America will fall from fatness. We have people that are too dependent upon the farming industry to just stay alive for a fucking month. Like half the motherfuckers that even talk about like, well, they come from my rights. They come from my firearms. They got another thing coming. What do they got coming, motherfucker? They just turn off your fucking metformin supply for a fucking month. They fucking can walk in and grab the shit if you die. I mean, what the fuck? You can't actually be some sort of fucking tough guy hero when you literally fucking can't go a day without a fucking pharmaceutical drug and live. Fucking patheticness. The people are enslaved to the pharmaceutical industry. They're enslaved to literally, like, most of these people don't even know how to fucking cook. They're fed with what's fucking put in front of them. The fucking fast food and shit like that. It's fucking sadness. Ridiculous. Absolutely. I just don't fucking get it. Like, how we've gotten to the point where we don't think this is an issue. Like, the problem is the average person in America, or the average person is fat, is obese. The average person is clinically, viscerally obese. By the data, they're clinically obese. And that's old numbers, motherfuckers. That's before the pandemic numbers. After pandemic numbers, I bet you 70% of people are obese. Like, as we're talking, I bet you it's like 60 to 70% of people are obese. Because everybody gained 35 fucking pounds. We saw a little earlier, a lot of people that were already fat got fatter. I mean, they got even more dependent upon pharma. They got even more to be more of a burden on society. You know, hey, what's up, sweetie? What's up? You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. It's about time to change your babushka. Yeah, next week we'll get you a new one. All right. My baby wants to say hello. Say hello to everybody. Say hello. I'm gonna give him a lemur. There we go. Yeah. We're working on it. For those of you like, well, his cat's fat. We are working on it. I don't pull punches. I tell her, you're fat. We need to fix this shit. She knows. See, she knows. She's very well aware. She knows she's fat. She's working on it. Yeah, she's working. Look how mad she's going to get. She is not happy with me right now. I know. Do you want to just chill? Okay. Do the baby thing. All right, so I'm going to answer some questions. Unhook your claw. No, you want some more armpit scratchies? Okay. I wish you guys could hear how much she's purring. You guys hear her purr? Oh. I don't know. Yeah, even the cat gets truth bombs. No shit. She knows she's fat as fuck. She knows why too. So I mean, she eats the other cat's food. She disproportionately consumes the resources that are dedicated to the cats in the house. She disproportionately eats their food, and in a selfish fucking fashion. In a very selfish fucking fashion, she disproportionately eats, like, selfishly. She's totally selfish about it. Totally selfish about it, aren't you? Aren't you? You are selfish. Yes, I know. I know. I know. My selfish little baby kitten. She's the baby, though. That's why. She is the cat we got when Crystal and I first got together. I know. What took me years? When Crystal and I first got together, um, the others are skinny. Not skinny, but they're healthy. We're trying to put but the other one, Crystal, our first cat was a rescue, and he's got some food insecurity issues, so we have to have food out for him. She just kind of constantly steals it. We're working on it. Crystal's fucking amazing with this shit. She's working on it. But I know you want your paw rubbed. Okay, yes, I know. Oh, yes, I know. I know. Oh, my cute little baby. My cute little baby. I know. But when we first got together, I had a dog that was with me when I was just single and living on my own, and he was like my entire fucking world. And after I forget how long we were together, but shortly after we moved to Pittsburgh, he passed away. Moved back to Pittsburgh, so I'm from Pittsburgh. Shortly after we moved back to Pittsburgh, he passed away, and it took me a while. It took me a while to be ready to have another pet. And once we did, we found Awesome Sauce. Once I was ready, we found my baby, and we bonded immediately. And this is my baby, and she's fat as fuck. And because I love her, I am working on her fatness, and so is Crystal, because we love her and we want her to live a long, happy, healthy life. Don't we? Don't we? Yes, I know. Okay, so I'm going to answer. She's not fat. She's thick. No, she's fat as fuck. You're fat as fuck. You are. You're fat as fuck. I love you, and because I love her, I don't want her to be fat as fuck. I would accept thick, but because she's got some big old paws on her, you can see she's got some big old paws, but she's fat as fuck. The belly is a lot. The belly is a lot. It really is. Let's see here. Look at she's just so cute, isn't she? Anyway, sounds like my beagle. Awesome Sauce trying to avoid eye contact. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Look, she's air smuggling, but she knows. Anyway, she's a spoiled little prince. Hola, I'm going to have to catch the recording, but popped up and say hi. Hi, how are you doing? Rip Jerry Ward. I never met Jerry. I had the opportunity to, and then interesting fucking thing. Awesome, you have to get that. YouTube fitness used to be weird because we went back and forth, all of us, with lots of shit, right? And at the one event I had an opportunity to meet Jerry Ward, I did not because I was a stupid man, and I was like, well, I think he wanted me to introduce myself to him, and I was stuck in my ego, and because of that, I missed an opportunity to introduce and meet somebody that is very highly spoken of by everybody that was ever his friend. He is super highly spoken of. And I don't have too many regrets. I can't say I even really regret it because I am who I am, and my personality is very a lot of times I just go with it. I don't really have fucking. I'm not going to say I don't have control, but I don't fight what I my instincts, But I do kind of regret not meeting Jerry Ward just because Mark's one of my best friends, and Mark knew Jerry really, really, really well, and never said anything but amazing things about him. And even when they were going back and forth about BCAAs and EAAs, Mark always spoke very highly of him. And I just I don't believe in the afterlife either because I'm an atheist. But his memory should be spoken of very highly. And to anybody that knew him or was a fan of his, my deepest condolences to you. I didn't know him on a personal level like that, but to be very real, I've never heard anything but great things about him behind the scenes. So, outstanding. Ordered my first bottle of Norbity. Outstanding. You want to see Awesome Sauce every day? If she shows up, she shows up. I'm not going to fucking go and grab her. I always get another pet immediately so it can help me get over the last pet. I needed some time. I still and it was a couple of years, just to be honest, because I still, on the anniversary that we had to take my old boy Jake to the vet, I'm getting a little choked up with it right now because that dog meant everything to me. He was my entire world for a while. For a long time, he was the only entity that I really when I lived on my own. I was in the nightclub business and stuff like that. He was the reason. That dog probably saved my life hundreds of times from doing stupid shit. He was the reason I drug my ass home a lot. And if it wouldn't have been for him, there would have probably been some very seriously negative, bad life decisions that would have impacted me probably until this day. And my life kind of fucking rocks right now, and it has for years. My life has been awesome, and it just gets better and better. And if didn't have him to be like the anchor to reality for me, I might not have the opportunity. I might not have had the opportunities that I have in life right now. And I just he was my everything. So I just couldn't do it. Like the thought of it was like almost like cheating on him because he was so much a part of me. I will never forget the day that the doctor told me he had cancer, and it was just to make him comfortable. Ever. Anyway, you guys got me choking up. The nobody dose I started is for noon after first meal, but bottle says after last meal. Did I mess up? No, you're fine. Just keep taking it at noon every single day, please. Just take it at the same time. If that is the most convenient time for you to take it at the same time every single day. When are you going to patent a weight loss substance called Awesome Sauce? It's right there. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do that. That's the thing. I talk to you guys and you guys hear some personal stuff about me, and I even feel weird about talking about my dog. But I like to keep my life very separate from all this crazy shit. That's we were talking, there's almost no footage of me working out on there's very little on YouTube, and there's almost none anywhere else. There's very little footage of me actually working out because that shit's for me. That's my shit. I love that shit. I'll occasionally show what I can do, or I posted some pictures a little earlier just because, I'm in the fitness business and you need social proof, but I don't need to prove that I work out. I fucking clearly work out. I clearly, visibly, you can tell I work out often, right? You can tell I watch after my nutrition often. People can believe, if you don't want to believe that I work out, you just look stupid at this stage. There's no need for me to do so. I like to keep that private. Chris and I have some plans within the next year. We're going to be morphing some content where we're probably going to get some GoPros and probably take some stuff on some kayaks and do some other stuff because we're planning on altering our life a little bit, where we're going to be doing a little bit of homesteading and stuff like that. Hopefully within the next year, we'll be completely set up with perennial garden, and I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to finally get to do a little bit more hunting and other shit like that. So, and I can't fucking wait. So I'll probably take people along the ride for some videos with that shit. But at the same time, I very much like to do my research, talk about my topics. I like being an expert in the field of weight loss. It's a passion of mine, and I love doing it. But I'm not going to I don't want to share much of my life, because this is my life, and I busted my fucking ass for it. It's weird. People feel so obligated and shit, And I've had people. I had somebody comment earlier today. I took a picture of myself in front of our pool. It's just a fucking backyard pool. I live in Florida. Almost every fucking buddy has one. And they're like, "Oh, you're getting since you because no morbidity, we're getting all fucking all highfalutin or something." Forget how they termed it. If we're successful, I'm not going to apologize for success that was not just given to me, because nothing has been fucking given to me. I fucking busted my ass. Crystal and I have worked our fucking asses off for everything. So I'm not going to fucking apologize for success that was not given. If I was just handed success, then I'd be like, yeah, I'm privileged and spoiled, whatever. But fuck, I've busted my motherfucking ass. For real. 12-hour day works 7 days a week for fucking years on end, not including my workouts, not including nutrition. 12 hours working for fucking years. So I'm not going to fucking apologize to nobody for success. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Anyway, full-size chest tattoo of Awesome Sauce. Nah, I already got chest tattoos. I'm actually going to have a little bit more added onto this shit here soon. I'm probably going to have it come up. I have rib cage tattoos. You guys probably don't. Unless, There's one or two shirtless pictures, but that's not the thing. But I'm probably gonna have it like all matched in together, hook it to the ones on my back and shit like that. Some bodybuilders seem more concerned about letters than LGBT. I'm fucking weird, isn't it? Fucking strange. So we can't have much of a conversation about her, or we lose it. I hear you. It's fucking tough. Dogs saves lives daily. They really do. Definitely, that dog definitely saved mine. Fucking definitely. Alan, would you say calories are king, or do you strictly recommend tracking macros? I don't recommend tracking anything, to tell you the truth. I do recommend it if you don't know what's in food. As you track, you should be teaching yourself what's in the food to track. Okay, but calories for the most part are king. I do think that you should focus. On protein, healthy fats first as a prioritized method of eating, and then worry about carbohydrates later and view carbohydrates as not necessary, because guess what? They're not necessary. But if you do that, you should be okay. But calories for weight loss are absolutely king. Absolutely king. How often do you drink soda? If you do, I do not drink soda at all, ever, in years. I will have sparkling water. That's as close as it gets. I have not had, like, I haven't had a Coca-Cola or a Mountain Dew or fucking anything like that in years. 5 or 6 years. Shit's poison. I think it's a very healthy mindset, Alan. I think a lot of people on the internet would be a lot better off mentally if they kept more of their lives to themselves. To me, it's this strange thing. And I just want to make sure I'm not rolling over Awesome Sauce's tail. Don't get me wrong. Like, I know that, because I'm fucking full on crazy. Like, I mean, somebody could follow me around with a camera most of the day, and it would be a lot like this. Like, people would watch because I'm fairly fucking insane all day long. Like, my feet hit the floor and the craziness fucking starts, and it goes until into the evening. Like, shit. For those of you that don't know, by the way, on March, as a matter of fact, I gotta fucking pull this up. Let me do this here. March 26th to March 27th. March 26th to March 27th, I'm going to be with Mark Lobliner and Chris Jones in Tennessee. Like, I believe, Mark's wife will definitely be there, but Crystal's coming. And give me 1 second here. So for those of you that can't see that, let's see here. Meet and greet with an open lift with Chris Jones, Alan Roberts, and Mark Lobliner. Basically, Mark and I, I'm arriving on the 25th, and 25th, 26th, 27th, and then I'm going to be there most of the day, the 28th, Crystal and I are. And the content is literally people just going to be filming Mark and I interact. Mark, myself, and Chris interact, because that ought to be fucking eclectic. Like, pretty fucking interesting. So it's going to be a carbon performance on the 26th in the evening, and then at Olympus Gym, let's see, boom, boom. Then at Olympus Gym during the day, 12 to 3 p.m. on Saturday. And then we're probably just going to go chill at Mark's place or something like that and make content and do all sorts of crazy shit. And that'll be more along the lines. Like, I know that I could just have somebody, I could do the YouTube fitness thing and have people vlog my life and all that shit. It would drive me fucking crazy. I would fucking hate it, and I don't want to ever fucking do it. I just don't want to. I think it could help with the popularity, but I'd rather make very serious science-based suggestions to nutrition and healthy weight loss, and dealing with food relationship and stuff like that, dealing with people's hunger and working on lifestyle mitigations, and then come up with, and you partner with very intelligent people who know the supplement industry and ingredients and everything like that, and apply our knowledge of what obese people need and people need to do for lifestyle mitigation need, and come up with very scientifically backed patented ingredient founded supplementation to help people deal with their hunger, deal with their sugar cravings, deal with insulin resistance, help with PCOS, do all these things that between No Morbidity and Product 2, I just want to be able to help people do that shit. I don't care about being popular. Like I do, it's necessary for right now. But let me tell you something. I plan on by the time I'm 55, I'll turn off social media and you guys will never fucking hear from me again. Like I might, if I have to for business, that'll be one thing. But I just want to I want to live my fucking life. And a huge reason why I'm still even at this is because I think we're at such a crux with our society. I think we're at such a fucking tipping point with our population level health that somebody got to say something. Somebody got to do something. I'm just lucky that Crystal and I think the same way, and we both think that somebody's got to do something. And then Mark was able to step in and be like, and totally agree and fucking help us out and get some shit done. Don't get me wrong. I want to make money off the supplement. I want to fucking be able to retire in fucking 4 or 5 years. But at the same time, I want to fucking help lots of people, and I want to help lots of people so I can feel comfortable retiring, and I fucking don't need to worry about society as much because we are fat as fuck as a society. We're probably at 60 or 70% obesity. It's fucking crazy. Alan, when you say that tracking calories can be helpful when your activity decreases, like with an injury, I can't train right now, so I've started tracking again, and I just keep on top of the intake. I think it would be good for a little while. I believe you said you had a fractured skull. I remember you saying something about that yesterday. I hope you're feeling better, bro. But I do believe you should. It would help you to make sure that you are at the decently lower caloric level. But be trying to teach yourself what's in these foods, and then you can just kind of monitor up and down from there. Calorie counters are guesstimates. Think of it that way. You can join our app, and we'll set you up right on our app. You can count your calories right on our app. We give people a range to stay in between a 400 to 500 calorie range up and down, or 250 up and down, or 200 up, 200 down, 250 up, 250 down, and give them macros and stuff like that. But that's all meant to be as a tool for people to then learn about how to actually get shit done and teach themselves these things to actually be a life skill. I agree with you. Share your life with loved ones. Nobody else to do. That's like the we're getting back to the lifting thing. There's more footage of April Lauren working out than me working out online. Just to be real. Just fucking. There's more footage of her working out in the last fucking 6 months than my entire fucking YouTube career. Factually, there is more footage of her working out than me working out online through my entire YouTube career for her in the last 6 months, and me 6 years. Think about that. It's fucking crazy. Fucking crazy. Me and my family have land, animals, veggie garden, and we preserve. We love eating, and you have low impact on society too. Low impact. So I'm like that too. Have ADHD? Yeah, ADHD like fucking crazy over this motherfucker. I'm close to Franklin, Tennessee, and Alabama. You should fucking show the fuck up. You should show the fuck up. It'll be a fucking great time. Is that headphones set bone conductive? It is. They're okay. So, super out of subject, but looking at your tattoos, the only other dude that wears tribal tattoos as well as you is George Clooney from Dusk Till Dawn. Love the '90s. I had somebody ask me somebody tell me that I was appropriating tribal culture. Or I was appropriating somebody's culture. I'm like, the '90s? What the fuck? That's my culture. I grew up. I was an adult in the '90s. What the fuck? We're gonna be done here in a couple minutes, guys. Weighed this morning. I'm down 115.2 pounds. I was a 5'6" woman since 2020. I'm 171.4. That is a great fucking job, Flozer. That is a great fucking job. Great fucking job. Everybody should be congratulating her. Everybody. That's fucking amazing. Amazing. Let's see. If I decrease calories and I'm active at least 10Ks a day and do other workouts, is it okay if on some days to eat a little bit over the deficit, like 200 more? Depends on, dude, so many factors. What are your goals? What are you looking for? Like what, I mean, I don't even understand. I like, you guys got to fucking realize like that. I do consultations, dude, but is it okay? Sure, it is. I mean, if you're still lose a lot of weight, great. If not, make other adjustments. Like for me to say, like, it's so strange how questions like this get asked because that means that other members of the YouTube fitness community answer shit like that. And that's not a really answerable question. If you decrease your calories and I'm active, walk at least 10,000 steps a day, and do other workouts, is it okay on some days to eat a little bit over the deficit? Sure. Why not? Or no, of course not. Like, I mean, what are your goals? Like, how much do you weigh? Like 200 calories up and down? It's a guess anyway. Like, I mean, just be consistent. I personally work it in where there's one like day a week where I have a little bit more calories because I have something just for pleasure. I mean, and then other days I just be a little bit more mindful. But like, the activity thing makes no fucking difference to me, dude. Like 10,000 steps. How fast are you walking them? Is it uphill? Is it downhill? How intensely? How much do you weigh that you're walking 10,000 calories? If you weigh 400, or you're walking 10,000 steps, if you weigh 400 pounds and you walk 10,000 steps, you realize that it burns a dramatic amount more calories than if you weigh 150 pounds, right? Like, I mean, there's so many variables there. Everybody needs to understand. You got to find what works for you. Like, literally, you got to find what works for you. So, and I'm not trying to give you a hard fucking time, but that's a very vague fucking question. April Lauren is proof positive you cannot run a bad diet. That's absolutely true. Absolutely fucking true. Alan, don't you never leave social media? I can't live with another daily dose of your live streams. You got about another 4 years because I'm really hoping I can be done in 4 years. Like really hoping. We will dig you back up. Promise. I'll be somewhere where I don't have neighbors by that time. I can guarantee you that shit. Alan, do you think the hypertrophic or volume training is better for overall weight loss? I personally have a program called Every Damn Day Fitness Volume Training that I use to lose a lot of weight first. Best for weight loss is the activity you like to do, that you like to do consistently, that's going to challenge you and keep you coming back and doing more and more and more. That is the best activity for weight loss, is the one you're going to repeat daily. That is the absolute best activity you can do, is the one you're going to repeat over and over and over again. It has nothing to do with training volume, has nothing to do with the type of training. If it's just walking and you're going to fucking do that, then you build your nutrition around it. That's the best one for weight loss. Why no neighbors? Fuck people, because people are fucking stupid. I mean, not you guys, of course, but most people are fucking stupid. Why I don't fucking like. Here's the thing, and I've talked about this before. I personally, you could hand me 3 bullet points on a topic I know that you want me to talk about, give me a microphone, 5 minutes, and I could step in front of thousands of people and give a fucking engaging speech about that topic and, answer questions while I'm on stage. And I'm fucking money. I'm the fucking money. For real. I'm good at it. 10 people surrounding me asking questions in an interpersonal thing, I don't fucking like it. Crystal, Mark, my son, a few other people are the only people I like to be personally around on a interpersonal level with on a consistent basis. Otherwise, I don't fucking need neighbors. Best neighbors or no neighbors? No shit. I fucking agree. I'm female, 5'3", 180 pounds, and I don't lose on 1,600 calories. You must be extremely fucking sedentary, and I mean extremely, extremely, extremely sedentary with a metabolic disorder, and probably counting your calories wrong. Just putting it out there because I call bullshit. I mean, not. You probably will maintain on that. You might not lose. I can maybe see that if you're super fucking sedentary, but physics, reality, energy balance fucking exists. So I've done the volume training you wrote. It's a beast. Still do it a week of the month. It's fucking savage. Right? It's not for the fucking weak kind of heart. So. Okay. Anyway, guys, we are a little over time, and I have got some shit I got to get done. I'm going to film some more videos, do a bunch more shit, and I hope everybody has a great fucking day. I will be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Hope everybody has a fucking phenomenal day. God damn.